everyone, it's me, Joyful Anime 19, and I'm back at you with a new What If video. This one's gonna be, and one of you from the comments down below asked me about this video asked me to make a What If video of make a video of what if Deku was trained or had Sanji's abilities. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. And the reason why I'm gonna make another video is because, well, I don't have school tomorrow. Tomorrow's a Friday, so it's gonna be like a holiday thing for me. So no school tomorrow, and it's gonna be the weekend. So then after Friday, it's gonna be just Saturday and Sunday. So I'll be making as much videos as I can, and I'll try to continue the ones that I were put on hold. They were temporarily discontinued until I figured out any other channels that I should make. So yeah, this is me. So this is gonna be, what if Deku had Sanji's powers as a quirk? Okay, Deku. He's gonna like when he turns 5, his quirk manifests. I mean, awakens. Awaken sounds nice, sounds okay, but manifest sounds. It's a bit tough for me to say it. Sometimes I can mess up, so I'm just gonna call it awaken. Deku's quirk awakens, and for some reason he can walk on. Some reason he's able to jump on air, and some reason he's like super strong. Some reason he's like super strong. Feels stronger for some reason, and he also can jump on. He can also jump on air if he wants. He can jump on air, but and he can and when Deku was 4, he always knew what kind. He was always good at cooking. So when his mom was ever sick, he always cooked food, and it will feel like he knows how to cook it, knows how to cook food for some reason. So it's not actually a part of his quirk; it's actually a part of his intuition. So yeah, Deku's gonna be super good at cooking. He's gonna be a prodigy at it. And Deku has these fighting instincts. Has these wild fighting instincts that he never knew he had. And he believes this is all a part of his quirk. So yeah, Deku is gonna this quirk. So yeah, Inko takes Deku to the quirk doctor, and they said that Deku's quirk not only gave him the strength to carry a bus, to actually lift 2 buses, but it also allows him to walk on water, and allows him to jump on air, to do an air jump, and allows him to stay up on air as long as he's jumping. Or if he wants to, he can. Actually, that Deku can walk on air, and if he wants to, he can actually stand on air if he wants to. So yeah. This takes intense focus. So yeah, Deku will be So yeah. And not only that, Deku can also perceive the world in a very slow motion. And he'll make very special techniques. And the doctor says that also affects his legs. That it affects his legs in a way. So we're gonna call his quirk Diablo's Devil's legs. We're gonna call it Devil's legs because Deku is able to, because some people in the One Piece world saw Sanji his name as nothing more like the devil itself. Like he's able to make fire with his own, like he's able to make his feet burn up with a special attack. So yeah, they decided to call his quirk Devil's Legs. And Deku is like super fast, and it takes a large amount of concentration to actually walk on water and to jump and to also walk on air as well. And Deku's going to be a prodigy at cooking, and he's going to have good fighting instincts. Now, Deku tells us to everyone that his quirk is called Devil's Legs, and his quirk allows him to gives him unimaginable strength, gives him super strength, not only through his legs but also through his entire body. Not only that, he's able to walk on water, and is able to walk on air or jump on air. So yeah, Deku will unlock some new abilities to his quirk. Like he'll be able to walk on walls or anything solid. So yeah. Deku is gonna be learning how to be super focused, so that way, because his quirk needs intense concentration and focus. So yeah. So over the years, Deku has learned to be focused. Not only that, he needs to learn to. He needs to also build. He also needs to get smart, but he does. Don't worry, he does have Sanji's way of cooking, and sometimes, but he doesn't have Sanji's personality like Sanji's pervertedness. He doesn't have that. Because that would ruin the whole thing about Deku. I would say that sometimes he talks sweet to girls, and he's really dense of the things he actually said. You know, like in those animes, the guy who the girl believes will not be her fated one, but then out of nowhere, he looks like an angel, a handsome man, and she instantly falls in love with him. And the guy doesn't even know why she's looking at him like that. So yeah, it's gonna be like that. So yeah, Deku sometimes have no idea what he's actually saying, and this gets a lot of girls their attention on him. So yeah, Deku actually made. So yeah, Deku knows that some of the people in his school would forget their lunch, so he will always cook. So he will always cook for them. And they also give small gifts to Deku, and would return the lunch boxes to Deku as well, because they're his. That he bought them from his allowance. And Deku also helps around he helps out around the community, around his neighborhood. So yeah, Deku is a really kind and caring person. he may be dense when a girl when he doesn't he's like super dense when a girl's into him. So yeah, he's smart, but he's really dense. So yeah, we skip to the years, and Deku teacher throws papers in the air, and he knows that everyone wants to become a hero, and everyone uses their quirks. And teacher says, "Okay, everyone, just calm down, and you know the rules. Don't no quirk usage allowed." And Deku and Bako says, "Teach, don't lump me in with these losers. We all we all know that I'm the best, and that I'm strong. Have a way that my quirk is so powerful than all of them." And you know what happens in the original anime. Everybody just scoffs at Bakugo. And teacher says, "Oh yes, you it says here you did good on the mock test. You got good scores." And the teacher also says that Izuku Midoriya. Oh, it says here Izuku Midoriya is also did well on the mock test as well. It says, huh, he got a high, it's here he's got a higher score than you. And Bakugo gets up from his seat and he says, "Say what? How could this loser have a higher score than me?" And some of the girls and one of the girls would throw a piece of rock right at Bakugo's head, and Bakugo felt that, and that really hurt, and he would say, "Who threw that? I'll freaking kill you." And the girl just looks away, is actually looking down on her paper, and Bakugo looks away, and two girls actually throw. One girl threw a smoothie at his head, and the other one threw a cake, threw threw a gas bomb at Bakugo, and Bakugo sees this, and he was actually going to get away from it, but it's already too late. He is definitely splashed with smoothie, and he smells like shit. He smells like he smells like he smells like dog poop. And everyone just says, "Woo! Bakugo, what have you been eating?" And Bakugo gets really super pissed at this, and he will actually go after two girls who just threw those things at him. But Deku would kick Bakugo, will actually grab Bakugo by his neck collar and will send him flying at the teacher at the chalkboard. And yeah, Deku not only trains with his legs, but like Sanji, but he also trains with his his entire body. So he'll be strong. And he says, you two should have not get involved. You want to know how Bakugo is like. So I would really hate it if you two got hurt, because literally that will make me very upset to see the both of you hurt. And so yeah, like that glittering moment, pink background thing appears, and like that. And the girl who actually says, sure, sure, we'll make, yeah, sure, we won't do that again." Oh, he looks so cute, he's so handsome, and things, and yeah, so yeah, the girls see him as a as a very cute guy, very handsome though. Yeah, has a chill and cool Prosperia, whatever. So yeah, it's the end of the day. Dek. So yeah, Deku. So yeah, the Sludge Villain attack doesn't actually happen because literally I don't because I want to skip that. Deku takes care of the Sludge Villain, came right and attacked him, but Deku's quirk allows him to touch things that are intangible. And he kicks the slime villain, and the slime villain is sent flying in the wall and passes out. And Deku walks away, and All Might sees this, and he's asking, "Whoa, what just happened here?" And he takes the slime villain in, and he gives his report. He tells them what happened, and not only that, now the 10 months of training begins, and Deku is like training like hell, and he's focusing intensely. He's intensely focusing on trying to stay on the air, trying to stay on the sky. So at times he almost fell, but he regains his focus. Gains his focus, and yeah. So yeah, and including on the water, he's trying to make sure he doesn't fall in the water. At times he nearly fell, but then he was pushed back out of the water. But then he jumped in the last moment. So yeah. So yeah, he goes to the UA entrance exam, and he is ready, like so ready for this. So ready. And we're going to give him a few the for observation hockey thing, because that's a part of Sanji's abilities. Deku's quirk also allows him to cancel other quirks as well. Cancel other quirks, but but his power is in his legs. So yeah. So yeah. We're gonna give Deku one for all, just not yet. And he goes in the building, and he takes a theory exam. And everything happens like in the canon. Ida asks about the error, things like that. Then Deku actually made number one. He's got number one spot in the theory exam, and he's also going to do a lot better. He's going to do amazing at the practical tests. And so yeah, he's stretching his legs, and he's actually stretching, and he hears President Mike's um how do I say this, announcement, and he says everything about what they need to do, and that they have 10 minutes, and that he opens the gate, and he says go, and there is no countdown to real battles against villains, so everyone goes out, and Deku actually like actually run passes them and sees a few robots, and he kicks them, and one is sent flying, and then lands on a robot, and then ends up exploding, and he finds an entire group of them, and he makes his legs, and he sets his legs on fire. So his legs are pretty much indestructible. So yeah. He's able to manipulate fire and generate heat and fire with his legs. He's able to manipulate the flames. And he creates an axe from his legs, to make an axe to like slash them all apart. And this goes on, and Deku is able to fly with the fire. It makes the fire into wings, allowing him to fly. So yeah, Deku is like destroying robot after robot after robot. They are all being destroyed, like literally. And then Deku flies down, and the robot comes, and the big giant zero pointer comes along, and Deku is actually walking away from this thing, and he hears Uraraka's voice, and he said, and he's actually going, he actually jumps, he actually like do that stretch thing with his legs, and like launches himself at the robot, and then kicks it so hard that it falls on its back. And everyone sees it, including Uraraka and the judges and the recommendation students. They also see this, like how strong this guy is. And Deku is also able to generate ice with his legs. So we're gonna give him a few abilities that are gonna be derived from his legs. Yeah, we're gonna give him a few abilities. So yeah, Deku is like super strong, and he's good at using his quirk. And knows how to concentrate and be focused. And when he helps Uraraka, he actually gets out a box of lunch and tells her that she needs to regain her strength, and the whole test thing ends, and Uraraka actually finishes the lunchbox that Deku let her have, and she returns it to Deku, and she still can't walk, and what was her name again? Recovery Girl. Yes, Recovery Girl comes along and kisses Uraraka on the head, and her leg is healed, and she gives Uraraka and Deku some gummy bears as well. So yeah, they're given a week until they get their exception letters, and some of the students some of the recommendation students are looking at Deku. They have their eyes on him, like literally. Even the wind guy. I forgot his name. His quirk is called Whirlwind. So I can't believe I forgot his name. Damn it. I'm real bad at this. Oh yeah, he actually still doesn't go to, UA because Deku's not there. So yeah. Deku will pretty much be able to do anything with this quirk of his, Devil's Legs. So yeah. Oh yeah, and Deku's quirk has a unique feature to it. His quirk can't be taken nor copied. It can't be copied nor taken away from him. And it also can't be erased. It can't be erased, so Mr. Aizawa's quirk wouldn't actually work against Deku's quirk. So yeah. So he has that fire feet power, and this was inspired. this ability, a part of Deku's quirk, was inspired by Anime Junkie. And Deku is able to do pretty much everything with his new fire power. With his fire power thing, that's a part of his quirk. So yeah. The teachers are the students and the recommendation students and the teachers are amazed by Deku's performance. They are expecting great things from Deku. Great things from Deku, and that he got the highest score out of all the applicants. And they find out that Deku has recommendations from different people, because Deku has helped a lot of people out, and they seen that Deku is really good at using his quirk. So yeah, Deku has a lot of recommendations, but he refused them because he wanted to show what he's capable of instead of having it easy. So yeah, he's like super determination. So we'll give him one for all when All Might comes, when Mr. Aizawa is like during the whole quirk assessment test thing. So yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get that later. So yeah, thank you all for watching this, and tell me in the comment down below of how you feel about this. What if video, and if you think that I should, and if any of you believe that I should place in a few more abilities that are derived to his quirk. And remember, his quirk is in his legs, not anywhere part of his body. Of course, it did give him superhuman give him the strength of 10 men through his entire body. But Deku like works even harder. So yeah. So yeah, tell me if you guys love this video, and if you believe, well actually that even if you guys believe that I shouldn't make a, you know what, I'm not gonna say anything else, because literally I can't find any words to say anything. So yeah. So this is me, Joyful Anime, and telling everyone, have a great night. And I might think about making another video, I don't know, maybe later on, I don't know. So thank you for watching, everyone. I love you all. You are my fans. And thank you for, I forgot his name. He gave me this idea. And I came and this flood of, and this actually came into my head, and I have like the whole story now. So thank you, and now this video. So this is me saying have a great night, and thank you.